The wind howls like a banshee, snow biting at your face, visibility down to mere feet, then darkness, complete and utter darkness as the power grid fails. This, my friends, is not some distant nightmare. This is the reality facing more and more of us as winter storms rage with increasing ferocity. A massive winter blackout could hit at any time. Are you prepared to survive without power for hours, days, or even weeks? We've seen the chaos unfold before. Families stranded in freezing homes, the elderly left vulnerable, essential supplies running dry. This video is your ultimate guide to surviving a winter blackout. We're talking life-saving tips and essential gear that could make all the difference when the mercury plummets and the lights go out. Remember, in a survival situation, knowledge is power. Let's get you equipped to face the storm. We've seen it time and time again. Texas crippled by a deep freeze, the Northeast blanketed in record snowfall, entire communities plunged into darkness without warning. These events are becoming alarmingly frequent, and they serve as a grim reminder of our vulnerability. These aren't isolated incidents. They're a stark warning. A warning that our current systems are not equipped to handle the increasing severity of these weather events. Climate change is fueling more extreme weather events, putting immense strain on our power grids. The rising global temperatures are leading to more intense storms, heat waves, and cold snaps, each one testing the limits of our infrastructure. The infrastructure is struggling to keep up, leaving us more susceptible to widespread blackouts, especially during the harshest months. Our aging power grids were not designed to handle the current demands, let alone the future ones. Just look at last year's storms. They were a clear indication that we are not prepared for the challenges ahead. Millions were left without power, some for weeks on end. The prolonged outages caused significant hardships, from food spoilage to lack of heating in freezing temperatures. Emergency services were overwhelmed, roads became impassable, and people were left stranded, facing life-threatening conditions. The strain on emergency responders was immense, highlighting the need for better preparedness. The truth is, we're living in a time of increasing uncertainty. Weather patterns are becoming more unpredictable, and the frequency of extreme events is on the rise. But that doesn't mean we have to be caught off guard. We can take steps to mitigate the impact of these events on our lives. By understanding the risks and preparing in advance, we can drastically increase our chances of weathering the storm. Stocking up on essential supplies, having a plan in place, and staying informed are key. Think of it like navigating treacherous terrain. You wouldn't venture into the wilderness unprepared, would you? You need the right gear, the right knowledge, and the right mindset to survive. The same principles apply to facing a winter blackout. You need the right gear, the right knowledge, and the right mindset to survive. Having emergency kits, knowing how to stay warm, and understanding basic survival skills can make all the difference. The same principles apply to facing a winter blackout. It's about being prepared for the worst while hoping for the best. We need to be resourceful, resilient, and ready to adapt. Our ability to stay calm and think clearly in a crisis can be the difference between life and death. Because when the lights go out, it's our ability to improvise and rely on our instincts that will determine our fate. Being able to adapt to changing circumstances is crucial. So let's ditch the complacency and embrace a proactive approach. We can't afford to be passive in the face of these challenges. Let's equip ourselves with the knowledge and tools we need to not just survive, but thrive, even when Mother Nature throws her worst at us. By being prepared, we can face the future with confidence and resilience. When the power goes out in summer, it's an inconvenience. You might sweat a bit, and your food might spoil, but it's usually manageable. But when it happens in the dead of winter, it can quickly become a fight for survival. The stakes are much higher. Freezing temperatures are the single biggest threat during a winter blackout. The cold can be relentless and unforgiving. Without heating, your home can turn into a refrigerator within hours, putting you at risk of hypothermia. The warmth of blankets and fireplaces can only do so much. Hypothermia sets in when your body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a silent and dangerous condition. Early signs include shivering, confusion, and slurred speech. These symptoms can escalate quickly if not addressed. As it progresses, you can lose coordination, experience amnesia, and eventually lose consciousness. The risk of severe injury or death increases. And it's not just the cold air we have to worry about. The harsh winter elements can compound the dangers. Frozen pipes can burst, flooding your home and causing further damage. This can lead to costly repairs and additional hazards. Food and water supplies can freeze solid, making it impossible to stay hydrated and nourished. This adds another layer of difficulty to an already dire situation. The bottom line is, we need to be prepared to generate our own heat, protect ourselves from the elements, and secure vital resources when the power grid fails. Preparation is key to survival, because in a winter blackout, every second counts. Being proactive can make all the difference. When darkness descends, panic can set in quickly. That's why having reliable light sources is paramount. And I'm not talking about relying on your phone's flashlight, which will drain your battery faster than you can say emergency. First up, a high-quality flashlight is non-negotiable. Look for one with a strong beam, long battery life, and ideally, a weather-resistant casing. Keep it in an easily accessible location, and remember, spare batteries are a must. Next, consider a headlamp. It keeps your hands free for essential tasks like cooking, gathering supplies, or tending to family members. Trust me, trying to navigate a dark house with an armful of firewood is a recipe for disaster. Finally, don't underestimate the humble candle. They provide warmth, a comforting glow, and can be a lifesaver for melting snow for drinking water. Just remember to use them safely and never leave them unattended. Chapter 4. Fueling the fire, emergency food and water. Your body needs fuel to stay warm, and that means having a stash of emergency food and water on hand. Forget about fresh produce and fancy meals. We're talking about sustenance that can last for days, even weeks without refrigeration. Think canned goods like tuna, beans and soup. They're packed with essential nutrients and can be eaten cold or heated up on a camping stove. Speaking of which, a portable stove is another invaluable piece of kit for a blackout. High-calorie snacks like nuts, dried fruit and energy bars are also crucial for quick bursts of energy. And don't forget about water, the elixir of life. Aim for 1 gallon per person per day. Store your emergency supplies in a cool, dry place and rotate them regularly to ensure freshness. Remember, a well-stocked pantry can be the difference between discomfort and desperation. Chapter 5. The Body Heat Fortress Insulation and Thermal Blankets. Staying warm in a blackout is about more than just piling on layers. It's about smartly using every resource at your disposal to create a warm environment. It's about creating a thermal fortress around yourself, trapping precious body heat and preventing it from escaping. This means thinking strategically about how to retain warmth. Start by layering up your clothing. Each layer traps air, which acts as an insulator, keeping you warmer. Think base layers, fleece, and a waterproof outer shell. These layers work together to keep you dry and warm, which is crucial in cold conditions. Wool socks are your best friend, as they keep your feet warm and dry, even if they get wet. And don't forget a hat. A significant amount of heat is lost through your head. A good hat can make a big difference. Next, focus on insulating your living space. This is just as important as insulating your body. Hang blankets over windows to prevent drafts, which can quickly cool down a room. And use towels or rugs to block gaps under doors. These small steps can make a big difference in maintaining warmth. If you have a fireplace, make sure you have a supply of dry firewood. A fire can be a great source of heat and comfort. And for a true game changer, invest in some thermal blankets. These are not just for emergencies. They can be used anytime you need extra warmth. These lightweight, compact wonders reflect your body heat back to you, providing incredible warmth in even the most frigid conditions. They are a must-have for any cold weather situation. Providing incredible warmth in even the most frigid conditions, thermal blankets are versatile and essential. Keep one in your car, your home emergency kit, and even your backpack. You never know when you might need it. Chapter 6. Power Up. Generators and power banks. While we should always be prepared to live without electricity, having a backup power source can be a game changer in a prolonged blackout. And when it comes to keeping essential appliances running, generators are the heavy hitters. Now, I'm not talking about those flimsy portable generators you see at the hardware store. I'm talking about a robust, reliable unit that can power your refrigerator, furnace, or even a sump pump if necessary. Of course, generators require fuel and proper ventilation, so it's crucial to follow safety guidelines meticulously. But having that extra juice can make all the difference in terms of comfort and safety. For smaller devices like phones, radios, and flashlights, power banks are lifesavers. These portable battery packs can provide multiple charges, ensuring you can stay connected and informed. Chapter 7. The Art of Staying Warm. Tips from the Wild. Out in the wild, staying warm is about more than just having the right gear. It's about using your ingenuity and resourcefulness to adapt to the elements. And these skills can be just as valuable during a winter blackout. One of the simplest yet most effective techniques is to create a buddy system. Huddle together with family members or pets to share body heat. It might sound silly, but it really works. If you have a fireplace, build a fire. But remember, never burn anything other than seasoned wood in your fireplace. Improvised fuel sources can release harmful fumes. Stay active indoors. Simple exercises like jumping jacks or running in place can get your blood pumping and generate heat. And don't underestimate the power of a hot drink. A warm cup of tea or soup can work wonders for your morale and body temperature. So there you have it, your roadmap to navigating the challenges of a winter blackout. Remember, preparation is key. Don't wait until the storm hits to gather your supplies and make a plan. Share this video with your loved ones, friends, and neighbors. Let's create a network of prepared individuals ready to face whatever Mother Nature throws our way. Because in the face of adversity, knowledge is power, and community is strength. And before you go, head down to the description box below and download my comprehensive winter blackout checklist. It's packed with everything you need to know to stay safe and warm when the lights go out. Stay prepared, stay safe, and remember, we're all in this together.